Hello. I am doing a late night stream. I probably won't be on for very long, truth be told. But I am on regardless. So, thank you for watching. Um, we're just gonna do some tiny touches. I shouldn't be live for more than 45 minutes to an hour. Oh, right. I was supposed to get the purple one. Let me go do that. Alright, I got the replacement. This is purple, believe it or not. I don't know how well you can see it. Wish there was an easier way to get this to focus. There we go. Alright, let's roll. Alright, so something I do want to say is that today was really busy. I helped cook dinner. And then, wow, I've completed more of this than I realized. I helped cook dinner. And then after that, I helped with cleaning up and packing up the plates and whatnot. And I get paid this Wednesday, so I might have to ask my supervisor if she can put in paid leave for me on Friday. I have no idea if that's going to get approved or not, which is the crazy part. So, let's try rooting down. That's not really what happened here, but I might try and root down here as well and have it go down a bit. I don't know. We'll see. Team Mafia baby. I would never expect to have made a Team Mafia baby. Well, I did because this baby literally exists, but still. It took so long, but we're close to the finishing route now. I don't know if you guys buy things from Dolls by Sandy, but Dolls by Sandy says that if you put super glue on the flanges of your doll joints, then they'll be able to move a lot easier. And that's true, they do. It's a goated hack, and they say it saves you money on buying rings. And you can just use felt to glue over the holes, which I don't really do. I just use polyfill. I need to buy more polyfill. I've been putting it off. And I realized just now that once I'm done rooting and gluing down this baby, and I let his hair dry for a fucking week, like, holy shit, I actually do, in fact, need to stuff the body and whatnot. unpopular opinion, which is that I actually really do like the way the stab and grab method looks the baby's hair, makes the baby's hair look. Like, I agree, you shouldn't root from the middle of the hair. You should try and grab the top of the cuticle. And, like, yeah, that's important and whatnot. But the truth is, I actually don't think this looks too far off from a baby's head, especially when they have a full head of hair. I genuinely don't. And I actually think it's really cute. Forgot, this is a different mix of Asher Fulero songs. Okay, so it thins out near the end here. I think I went a little too far for my liking, but who would ever complain about too much hair on a baby? I fucking won't. I think that drapes around really nicely. Now let's see. Oh, it already kind of does that over here. It's really thick over here though. I know why, and I'm gonna fix it. I never quite get enough of this alpaca hair. It's very, very pretty. I have plenty of it though. I just promised myself that I would just also use the happiness for doll's hair as well. We're gonna thicken that out a bit. There we go. That's what it was missing. Now we're gonna curve this down. We're gonna be normal. I don't know if anybody cares about this, but the Quavius dueled Dream for $100,000, and apparently he'll be at Dream's house for quite some time. They PvP'd with Satnap and George is absolutely washed. Satnap's not. But, you know, they were having fun and stuff, and honestly, even if the Quavius loses or if he wins, I hope he continues to hang out with the Dream Team. They're a good fit for each other. They match each other's humor really well. And, like, I don't know, the Quavius is a kind of sweet. Minus his poor jokes at Techno's expense. Would Techno hate those jokes, though? I think I ask myself that every so often. Like, would Techno care as much if he were alive? Well, the point is that he's fucking dead. But, you know. I try to think if Techno would have gotten a chuckle out of it, I try not to hold it against people too much. Okay, I'm not mad. Now we're just gonna fill the rest of this out with a curve. What does this look like with the yellow needle? That's my question. Surprisingly enough, the bigger needles kind of pick up less hair. It took me forever to learn that. Yes, I know. I'm a bit dense and dumb when it comes to this stuff. I try not to be. I've been reborning for like 2 to 3 years now. Oh god, those plugs are really big. I don't hate them though, especially since they're closer to the front. I'm just gonna pull out these ones. They don't look too good. I'll pull out some of the hair here. See, that doesn't look too bad. Alright. Be much more careful. I'm gonna use a bigger needle on this section. There we go, that's better. You can be a little more patient and do sparse reading every now and then. Who'd have fucking thunk it? Oh, that's actually really cute. I like that. It gets thicker towards the front of the hair. That's really cute. I do genuinely like that. Alright, hold on. We're gonna blend some of this alpaca in. So far, I think I've stuck really well to the only rooting on stream commitment. I'm not a hater. I'm trying to get back into the groove of things, honestly. Question, should I root the eyebrows or leave them alone? I was gonna root, I think I'm gonna root them somewhat for extra detail, but, you know. How do I look? Okay, so you guys can see me. I don't know. There are a lot of gaps here. You better close those up. Okay, that doesn't look too bad. Whoa, okay. I'm gonna curve this up. I don't know. This might be my favorite head that I've rooted to date. sorry. I do kind of need my glasses. I need to see. I can't. Shout out to everyone who can put a light bulb in their baby's head. I can't do that. I don't have the patience for that. And also, fairy lights might be a better choice even for that. Okay, so this is the part that's gonna become really tricky. It's weird. I've done the thinner layer over the head. Okay, now this place is looking a bit splotchy. It's really thick back here, but that's fine. The back of the head, that gets a lot of friction. So now we need to ask ourselves, how are we going to fucking close this spiral? And I know we have to do it triangle style. I've learned that from experience. I think I'm only going to close it partially. Triangle. Oh man, what the fuck? That was definitely a botch. Okay. Not the worst thing in the world, though. Botches can be good in the long run. Here we go. Now here we are. Oh my goodness. Whoa. Okay. Let's try this now. I love the triangle method. I stumbled upon this by complete accident, just by looking at the angles of as to how rooting typically goes and whatnot. And like it does end up forming a decent circle when you do it right. It's kind of crazy to think about. See? And then it ends up actually looking like a circle. And then you can just spiral at your discretion. It's awesome. Triangle. The triangle. I kind of stumbled upon that by accident. Triangle. Yeah, I kind of stumbled on it by accident. I didn't know it was Okay, so we have a loose rooting done for the head. This side is a bit thicker than this side. So, um, and the spiral is looking pretty damn good if I do say so myself. Look at that. So, this is probably it for tonight. I'm gonna go over it with the Happiness for Dolls hair in order to really thicken it out. Because, as I often say, I like my babies with thick heads of hair. But I'm happy with how this is looking. So, yeah. Wow, I'm surprised I washed enough. Thank you so much for joining. We're ending this stream a bit early. And tomorrow, we will start on the Happiness for Dolls hair rooting journey to thicken this baby's hair out. And to maybe do the lashes. Oh, the lashes, of course. We have to root the lashes. And maybe even the eyebrows. So yeah, once again, thank you so much for joining. I was so happy to have you all. And I can't wait to thicken this baby's hair out with you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Alright. Let's see if there's anyone we can raid. Okay. Alright. We're raiding Pewtastic. Let's go. Everyone, be kind to Piru, okay? He's a good guy. He's a good egg. Alright, my dog's waiting for me outside. Thank you so much for joining the stream. I really appreciate you guys for coming. And I hope you have a good night. So, good night.